Gameshout Radio is property of Gameshout, a company of Red Planet LLC. All rights reserved. Executive producer, Andy Hodges. For live broadcast booking information, syndication, or advertising, email info@gameshout.com. All comments expressed on the show are not necessarily those of Gameshout, Red Planet LLC, its advertisers, guests, or syndication affiliates. All music is licensed by ASCAP and BMI. Recordings of this broadcast prohibited without prior written consent.
Welcome back to Gameshout Radio. This is Friendly Fire, and I'm your host, Captain Maverick. We're glad to have you with us today. We have a lot of fun ahead of us. As a matter of fact, we got a couple of guys with us that I think a lot of you guys know. First of all, let me introduce our staff here. We have with us today, of course, Josh Britt. Josh.
Hey, what's up?
And as our special... Oh, man, I tell you, I love it when they come on the show. We have with us Bad Girl, Corey, and Danger Doll, the Gamer Girls. Girls, glad to have you with us.
Glad to be here.
As a matter of fact, just for you girls here.
Oh, yeah. See, Mav knows how it is. Mav gives it up.
That's it. Hey, we try. Well, guys, we have a real special treat for today. Today on Friendly Fire, we have with us Gabe and Tycho from the Penny Arcade. Guys, glad to have you with us.
Hey
man, it's good to be here.
Thanks. Do we get any of that, like, applause, or, I mean...
Oh, well, here.
Is that just for Bad Girl? Man, that feels... Oh, we got two.
Guys, you get the girls.
Mav just loves to give everybody the clap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this... Whoa.
I like that. Oh, Lord. Wow. Mav, you're riling them up back there.
I know it's not real, but it feels good.
It's not real?
Guys,
what?
Welcome.
Yeah.
No, it is real. I've got them in the studio right here with me. Guys, I want to welcome you to the show. We're really glad to have you with us.
Thank you very much.
Now, first, let's talk about Child's Play. This has been a program that's been you guys have been doing this for how many years now?
Well, this is the fourth year. Right?
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I was trying to do the math in my head. I think it's 4 years now.
No, we aren't numbers people, and then around this time we're usually so deep into it that it's hard to see out. But I am almost positive that this is the fourth year.
It's outstanding. Now, tell our listeners exactly what Child's Play is and what it does.
Well, it's super straightforward. Basically, we run through Amazon, and we operate a set of wish lists, like you've probably seen. Indeed, you might even have made one of these at one point as a young blogger. Basically, we have them full of things that area hospitals want, and we've essentially worked out an arrangement with a bunch of them. We found out what they need, what they don't want, and we cooked up those lists, and then we make those lists available on the site. And that's basically the long and the short of it. There's also separate events, but a lot of times those are run by readers, and they just run it through us. So.
And then, Tycho, when you say what area hospitals want, what exactly do you mean? Can you tell everyone exactly what you mean by what they want, kind of what's on these wish lists?
Oh, sure. I mean, basically, the first time we tried to do it, we were trying to get used systems and used games, and what we found out trying to work through our local hospital here, Children's, is that they really prefer that everything be new. Because our original plan for Child's Play was to do basically a donation drive, because we all have old games and old systems that we're not getting a lot of use out of, and somebody could definitely put it to the right purpose. But essentially the way that we have it set up is that, obviously there's games on there, there's systems on there, but in addition, there's a bunch of crafts projects, and there's a lot of things there's a lot of toys that are sort of disposable. Like the example we always give is like Play-Doh. They essentially, because of the environment this is in, all of that needs to be thrown away after every use. So there's a lot of things that are sort of recurring expenses, toy-wise, that they need. But there's also puzzles on there, paint sets, that kind of stuff.
Now, kind of going this route that you guys did the first year, did you guys meet what you were expecting, or was it more so than what you guys were, more of a reaction than you were expecting from the overall, gaming population?
Back in the first year?
Yeah.
The first year was we were completely overwhelmed. I mean, I think those pictures are actually still on the website. We were so stupid that we had all of the toys being delivered to my house, and I figured, we would just put them all in my car and drive them over to the hospital on the weekend or something. And quickly it filled up my entire garage. We had to move my cars out. It was floor to ceiling. And then it filled up my living room and my dining room. And eventually a local game company, Amaze, donated some warehouse space. But we were definitely not expecting the reaction that we got.
That's an awesome reaction. What was it that actually got you started into this in the first place?
Like, why did we start it? Well,
yeah, what was your influence?
we know that we have a large readership, and a lot of times we'll direct them to a website or something like that. We'll take the site down, and we thought, man, if we could use this power for good, if we could just harness, even a percentage of these readers and direct them towards sick children who need help, we could really do something. And so that was sort of the initial goal. And then the other side of that is that gamers as a community are just sort of hungry to show that they are good people. And so those two things came together and worked out really well.
That's outstanding. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the kids that you've helped out in this regard and what it really does for them?
Well, honestly, we are not allowed to go to the hospitals. I mean, you can't, unless you're a member of the family, you really can't go in and meet these kids. I mean, our goal was always like, God, we wish we could just go in and hang out with these kids and play games all day. But they're in situations where, contact with outside people is extremely limited. So we sort of have to just trust that, they're getting these toys. I mean, what did happen is we got to go tour the Seattle Children's Hospital, and they showed us one of these. Each floor essentially has a playroom on it, or sometimes, every two floors will have a playroom. And the kids get to go down there for a couple hours and hang out, and they usually have a TV with like an NES, and there's some, Legos and stuff like that. And so we saw exactly where the room that we were going to fill with toys, and that felt pretty good.
That's very cool. Now, in doing this, I mean, you understand that, of course, with kids, and our listeners may not completely understand, but with kids, I mean, you've seen a kid playing a video game, you know how zoned they get, and studies have proven that when they're playing these video games, the level of pain goes down, the discomfort goes down, the need for meds goes down, and it really it's a big help for them.
Well, we're actually working with a group called Project Hope. Dig them up on Google. You'll be really surprised at their project. Essentially, they create a type of audio-visual cart that's got an Xbox on there, but they also give them an Xbox Live gamer tag and an internet connection. And the whole purpose of that program, I mean, Child's Play provides the toys and games, but Hope is actually run by doctors to determine how effective, specifically how effective video games are at increasing a patient's comfort. And it's a pretty amazing project, and we were overjoyed to help fund them last year.
Yeah, it's awesome. Project Hope has been around since 1958. It's the health opportunities for people everywhere, and it's a very, very exceptional organization. They really do an excellent job. I love seeing you guys hooked up with them. They're a great organization to work with.
Well, it just seemed like a perfect fit.
Yeah, it does. And I'm telling you guys, Child's Play, this has been a very, very cool program. It's been, I like anything that's going to, ease the pain of a child, and that means a lot to all of us.
Yeah, I think, last year and the year before, Jerry and I both became fathers, and so Child's Play has, I think, since then taken on a much more. Yeah, it's much different once you have a kid,
Yeah, I know. Mine are 21 and 25. I know. But bottom line is, you're exactly right. It does. It makes a big difference. Holding those kids in your arms, and then thanking stars above, and thanking God that these kids are healthy and happy, and
exactly.
And what if? Yeah.
I feel like we should be showing each other JPEGs of our kids now. Like, is that? I mean, what's the internet version of that?
Yeah, really, we should. We should run a
MySpace slideshows. There we go.
Put a cool track on there by Stained,
Now, I know you guys have kind of received some thank you letters from parents over the years. I was kind of wondering, is there any really memorable ones that have really touched you guys?
Well, we have a couple there posted on at childsplaycharity.org. If you want to see a few of the letters we have received, you're welcome to. There's a menu item at the top of the page for that. You can go through a few of the ones that have really had an impact on us. But I imagine that by and large, the work because there's no big signs in the hospital that say, hey, Child's Play Charity, gamers provided all this stuff. I mean, basically after the charity sort of closes up for the year, we just let the toys and games do their work. I mean, we don't have a lot of contact with them. We're not seeking accolades. We just want to fix the problem.
That's very, very cool. Now, what is it that our listeners can do to help?
Well, childsplaycharity.org is the website. From there, you can see a map of all of our hospitals, and it shows their location, where they are in the world. All you have to do is click on a hospital, and it'll take you right to that hospital's Amazon wish list. You can purchase an item off of that list, and it'll be shipped directly to the hospital.
Outstanding. So you guys heard this. Now, I want you guys to jump in and show exactly what kind of gamers you are, because frankly, I know a lot of you have written us and look for ways to help out with other organizations we've been working with, and this is one of the best. I want you guys to jump in and kick in and show them what you're made of. It's very.
Well,
very
the thing I like about it, the thing that I think makes it really fun is that you can purchase a toy. It's like Child's Play is there, but we really sort of pass you on directly to the hospitals. Like the first year, we had to collect the stuff together, and we didn't really know how big it was going to be. Now, when you go and purchase a toy, it's basically shipped. We have it set up so that it's shipped directly to each hospital. So it's very, very lightweight as far as charities go.
Okay, hey guys, don't you have, you guys, as not only, can people go to Amazon and buy consoles and games and toys and stuff for kids, don't you guys have other events like, charity dinners and stuff coming up in Seattle sometime soon?
Yeah, next week we'll be putting on our charity.
Very tasteful, Batgirl.
Yeah.
Very tasteful.
Well played.
Great segue.
That's our Batgirl.
Yeah, it's a charity auction and dinner. It's in Bellevue, Washington, and it's an opportunity for gamers to get together and get all dressed up and have a fancy dinner, and participate in a super cool auction with items from all kinds of video game developers and that sort of thing, and all the money's going to Child's Play, so it's just a really fun night.
Sounds like a rockin' night. How can people get involved in the dinner?
Well, today is actually the last day to buy tickets. If you go to childsplaycharity.org, at the very top there's an events button, and that'll take you, you'll see our dinner right there. If you're in the area, you feel like, coming to Seattle, you can pick up a ticket. Well, like I said, today's the last day, so.
Rock on, you guys heard that. Today's the last day. It's, December 7th. That's, oh yeah, that's right. Today's Pearl Harbor Day, too. Yeah. Well, that's awesome, guys. Really appreciate all the work that you're doing, and what is it that where's Child's Play going? I mean, what is it you hope to accomplish here in the future?
Well, I think that every year our goal for the amount of money and toys that we want to generate goes up, and as long as we keep beating our previous year, I think we'll be happy. I know that this year and going forward, we definitely want to integrate more with Project Hope and make sure that we can fund them even more, make sure that they are able to run all the tests that they need to, and really prove that games are helping these kids.
That's excellent. Danger, didn't you have a question?
Well, I just want to know, how do you hustle every day?
Well, every day we're hustling. That's the main thing you need to... I take it you were at PAX?
Why, yes, I was.
Oh, how did you miss Danger at
good
PAX,
God.
boys?
I was the one
important
squealing
thing-
up at the front.
The important thing is to wake up in the morning and know that you're going to hustle that day, and then just do it. Just focus on hustling and hustle all day.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
at
much,
first
the wise ones.
At first, we couldn't hustle every day. We had to hustle
you have to
a
start
little
out
bit.
hustling, 20 minutes here, 45 minutes there.
Yeah, eventually your endurance comes up, and you're able to hustle every minute of every day. So,
That's awesome. Thanks, guys.
And
for the
remember to
point of-
stretch. Stretch before you hustle.
and after.
How silly of me.
Okay,
you two
Corey is
scare me.
speaking. Quiet minions. If I wanted to get my local hospital involved in Child's Play, how would I go about doing something like that?
The address right there on Child's Play Charity. In fact, we seek out just that sort of information and people locally who can put us in touch with hospitals. There is an address right there on the site that you can send a request, or if you know someone there who helps operate the child care portion of that hospital, just put us in touch with them and we can take it from there.
And the site is, for our listeners who don't have a clue who you are.
It is childsplaycharity.org.
What?
It is.
They all have a clue. Everybody knows.
You know,
childsplaycharity.org.
there's always somebody clueless, Mav. You know that. There's always somebody standing there, even when, there's a big sign that says go to childplay.org, and they'll be,
Yeah,
where do I
true.
go again? Always.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. You're very right. When you're right, you're right. Yes, mistress.
Kiss the hand or the feet, doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm gonna go hide in the corner and Twitch now.
Oh, now you want to Twitch. That's not what you were saying earlier, Bats.
Well, that's true, but she was saying things about what she wanted to do to Gabe and Tycho, but let's not go into that right now. We're on the air.
Whoa,
Yeah.
this is a kid show,
Hey,
a
wait,
family
what?
show.
I
Not
don't.
to
I
mention,
I doubt very
Yeah, you for
seriously there
everybody.
is anything like that. Any of that type of content.
This went to a weird place.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna quit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
it always
It
does.
always does.
It jumped over into the Gameshout zone. Guys, what else?
Well-
What else have you got on your plates? What other projects are you working on?
You want that one?
Me? Sure, I can take that. Oh crap. I'm drawing the comic while I'm talking, and the shift key, which lets me talk, also does things in Photoshop that I don't want to do. So hold on one second here.
Cool.
Alright.
Okay, so when the comic is messed up tomorrow, y'all can blame us.
It's your
Yeah.
fault, exactly. Well, the big thing, at least I think for me right now, that I'm spending a lot of time on is our game, the Penny Arcade game. I'm doing all the concept art for the rain-slicked precipice of darkness, and that's chewing up a lot of my time. And then I know Jerry is working on books. We're trying to work way ahead on the books. So I think actually you're writing book 4 or 5 now, aren't you?
It's book 4, yeah.
We stay busy, you know.
Well, tell us a little bit more about the game.
There's not much we can say right now. I mean, we can say that it's coming out for the PC, Mac, and Linux.
Okay.
He said he couldn't say much, and he really couldn't
It's
say
like-
much.
Yeah, well, that would definitely qualify as not
was it.
much.
No, I see his light still on. I think he was trying to say more.
I think he lagged out. Yeah, there he is. He lagged out.
Poor baby.
He actually
I
froze in
lagged
person.
out. Oh. Well, how much of that did you catch before I got lagged out?
They got the
Coming
platforms.
out on PC.
Oh, okay. Great. It's being developed by us and Hothead. They're a game developer up in Canada. And essentially all we can say is it's a comic adventure and think sort of Penny Arcade meets Lovecraft.
That ought to be wild.
Oh, this ought to be good. Hey, I went in on the beta, guys.
Is there a site where
We
we
all
can
went in on
see
beta.
anything, or is there?
We don't have anything out yet. As soon as we're ready to show something, I'm sure it'll be at Penny Arcade. So, you know.
Well, actually,
watch the
there's
site.
some stuff. There is some concept art in the next book.
Oh,
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
At
That'll be
the
sort of
very
your
end,
first
just
look at it.
yeah, when you're at Barnes and Noble, just flip it to the back.
That's where we can see it.
Yeah.
I think
Now-
I met two of you guys as friends here in Houston. I'm trying to remember when I was standing in line for Wii, and I can't remember her name. It's a female. She draws a comic. Give me a second here. I'll have to find her card.
In the meantime, Josh has something.
In the meantime, yeah. So you guys are working on a game. I know Scott Kurtz over at PvP Online is working on a new cartoon.
Yeah.
You guys are just like the overall comic, web comics. You guys are starting to really just branch out in new different areas.
But it's sort of. I don't know. I feel like we have a good thing going with the comic. Like, we can make 3 of them a week, which it doesn't seem like that would be hard, but our process is very complex. There's psychotropic plants. A lot of times the clothes come off, and it's cool.
Sounds like an average workday for us.
Yeah. Check out the
Kind
podcast.
of game.
But yeah, I mean, all these things sort of seem connected. Like we basically just want to tell jokes, and there's different ways to tell jokes in different mediums. And I'm sure that Scott is figuring this out with his cartoon. Like there's different types of writing you can do in these different formats, and we started to get curious about what we could do.
Now, I know Mike's opinion. I had read his opinion on this whole new cartoon idea, at least on the people who are doing it. Did you guys? I mean, if you guys were actually to go out and do this yourselves, however, what would the process? Have you guys? I know you guys probably thought of it at one point or another. I mean, what would you guys? How would you go about it? Let's just put it that way.
Oh, you mean making an animated series?
Yeah, for Penny Arcade.
Oh, well, that was really the choice. I mean, we could have plowed this time into a cartoon or an animated feature, something like that, or we could have done the game. It was actually our choice to do the game over that.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
makes sense.
the game is really our way to tell a long-form story, and in our opinion, it makes more sense for our audience. It's still Penny Arcade. There's going to be a lot of story there. I mean, we're writing the entire thing, but it's a game too. It just made a lot more sense than just doing a cartoon to us.
That is very, very cool. What a lot of fun! I can't wait to see it.
Oh yeah, the process has been a learning experience.
Well, yeah, it's something new and it's it's way outside of your field,
Right.
Normal field, I should say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we're trying to focus on what we know how to do. When I say we're writing it, so like every line of dialogue is us. I'm doing all the concept art. I'm working with the artists there to design the look of the game, and then we're sort of trusting these guys at Hothead to do everything else. They're actually building the game and making it fun.
That's very, very cool. Outstanding. Yeah, speaking of games, why don't you guys tell us if you have your top games for Christmas list ready? What is it that you would want to get as your top games for Christmas this year?
Well, it's tough because I mean, obviously, we're all pretty enthusiastic about the medium. I mean, is it as though we're talking to someone else? Because I imagine that we've all played Gears, right?
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, if you haven't, on the off chance, it's really something you have to check out. We're actually really enjoying R6 right now. We're sort of on hiatus while they work out a weird voice bug that they have, but we've really been enjoying the online multiplayer on Rainbow Six 360.
Very cool. Very cool. That's a good game too. In fact, I saw that's a Las Vegas one, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, Rainbow Six Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas. Oh yeah, makes me want to get out the blackjack table. Yeah.
Actually, what you'll be doing more often than not is actually hiding behind a blackjack table, crying out for your mom. That's typically the way our rounds go.
That's hot.
Yeah, I hear you there.
Yeah, but now the girls, they're all weeing over here.
Wee.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I am such a wee whore. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's good stuff. Those are the multiplayer games, obviously, right? So those are the ones that we keep coming
Wii
back to
Sports.
at night. But yeah, whenever people are over, the Wii comes out, so to speak, and the also the I'm really enjoying Zelda, but there's obviously some issues with the presentation. Like you sort of get spoiled by next gen systems, but I'm really enjoying the gameplay.
Are you getting
I
really
think
nice
it's-
arms like I am?
Well, my arms were really great to begin with, and so I mean, I haven't seen a difference, but you know.
Wait till you go in the sunlight, Tycho. It'll all be different then.
I'll see the contours.
Yes.
Yeah.
The gradients,
Or
the
just
shading,
the
all that
blinding
stuff.
white light, you know.
Well, spending all that time drawing, that's what does it to your arms there.
No, hands.
Well, this is I'm the writer, so it's a lot of it's more of the tippity tip tap. Not a lot of forearm building there.
Tippity tip tap. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go hide in the corner now, and I think, yeah.
Now, Gabe, what about you? What's your top Christmas games this year?
Let's see. A lot of the same thing. I mean, Jerry and I have a lot of the same tastes in games. I think the only thing that might be different on my list, I really, really enjoy Final Fantasy XII, whereas Jerry didn't get into it as much. I would definitely throw that on your list.
Yeah, that definite, easy, awesome game.
Yeah, I was going to say, Josh has really been getting into it over here.
It's pretty great. Final Fantasy 3 on the DS is also a real winner, if you're looking for a more traditional FF experience.
See, now
Also
you're
the
on
other
my
one's
list of
planned.
favorite people.
I've dived hardcore into Final Fantasy this last few weeks.
Yeah, see, there you go. Now, as a matter of fact,
Well-
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I saw Corey's little bonus text there. I imagine that a lot of people are busy playing the Halo 3 beta this holiday season.
Actually, they're playing the Halo 3 Alpha right now.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, beta comes
We're
out in
special.
spring.
That's that Pimps at Sea.
Yes, it is Pimps at Sea.
That's right, babe.
That is the working title for Halo 3. It's Pimps at Sea.
Did you guys catch that 60-second trailer, or did you download it on your
Oh, yeah.
marketplace?
Yeah, I got that HD action.
Hells yeah!
Oh yeah, gotta have the HD. You know, I did. You speaking of betas, I ran across one that looks absolutely awesome. It's over at LostColonyGame.com. Check that out when you get a chance. The beta's supposed to be coming out in a couple of weeks. A lot of good stuff.
Oh, from Capcom?
No, this is Lost.
That's Lost
Colony.
Planet.
Oh no,
Red
oh,
Planet.
yeah, that's Lost Planet, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's another good one. Oh.
Yeah, I downloaded that multiplayer test that they had a little while ago, but I haven't had a chance to really get into it.
Oh, well, see, I get into these betas. I love to play, and I played in the Burning Crusade beta, still doing it, and then, like I said, this Lost Colony is not a bad one at all. I mean, look at some of the screenshots; it looks really awesome. I cannot wait to see some of the stuff you guys got coming up on your game. This is going to be very cool.
The art is definitely it's definitely going to. I don't want to be that guy, but I think it's definitely
You
going
already are
to.
that guy, don't worry.
Yeah, it's definitely going to surprise some people. I think that obviously, like, Penny Arcade plus Lovecraft is one way of putting it, but I think that people will be surprised when they actually see how we're doing it. I mean, a regular game based on Penny Arcade where people sit on couches and bitch about Bungie or something like that. I don't know if that would be very fun, but I think we've come up with something that is still Penny Arcade, but expands it a little bit.
Well, you make sure that we get in on the beta, right?
Yeah, I got your back. Cappin'.
Oh, good. Oh,
Yeah, because you said it on the air means you
and
don't
if
have to
not,
do it.
I'm coming up there.
Well, we'll send Batgirl. That's
not
the
a good
worst
threat,
possible.
Bats.
Yeah.
That's not a good threat
You
at
don't
all.
want to get an angry bat. Oh man, an angry bat. I don't want to tick off an angry bat. Listen, we're gonna have to close this up. We're running out of time here, and I want to thank you, Gabe and Tycho from Penny Arcade. And guys, remember Child's Play. What is it? The website again? Child'sPlayCharity.org.
Child'sPlayCharity.org. You're right. Yep.
All right, guys.
I want to say a quick thank you. I want to say a quick thank you to the guys because there are many days that I'm not having a good day, and my friends always send me a comic. It's guaranteed laughter, guaranteed happiness. So thank you so much. Please keep doing what you're doing. We are out there. We love you.
It has been our
very much.
pleasure.
Super
Thank
nice.
you.
And thank you for joining us on Gameshout Radio. That's all we got for Friendly Fire today, guys. Join us next week. We got more coming up right after this.
Peace.
This is Gameshout Radio, the #1 talk game station in the world. Visit Gameshout.com for more info. Gameshout.